The Christmas festival was celebrated in the FCT, devoid of security worries. However, a couple of events came up within the city center which caught attention of residents. For instance, the fire outbreak at the next Cash and Carry Mall, Jahi district on Boxing Day elicited fake stories about looting, just as operatives of the FCT Police Command in an enforcement operation of Order 228 of the Road Traffic Act on the prohibition of illegal car racing and other similar offenses arrested 4 persons as well as impounded 21 vehicles on the same evening. Our focus will beam our satellites on these issues on this week's episode of the program. Good morning. This is Call the Police on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja. My name is Onoto Yakubu. Please stay tuned. The program returns shortly.
This is Call the Police live on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
The least you and I can do is to assist them by making security our primary concern.
That is why we are here, to tell the citizens and residents of FCT that we are equal to the task and we are going to do just what they have said.
Lowest minimum time possible, especially when the callers were able to get across to us quickly.
Security is everyone's business. This is why NTA Channel 5 Abuja is collaborating with the FCT Police Command in providing a weekly platform for up-to-date security check in the FCT. Join us for the real information every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station.
Thanks for staying tuned, and if you're just joining us, this is Call the Police on the Unity Station. Now, let's watch this background report to highlight activities of the penultimate days. FCT residents woke up to the bizarre incident of the fire outbreak at the next Cash and Carry Mall, which raised the enterprise. But much troubling was the plethora of stories circulated on the social media by merchants of fake news that the mall was being looted during the disaster. The police immediately debunked the veracity of the stories on the social media. Counter videos, however, emerged to set the record straight as to efforts made by the alleged looters to assist the emergency workers salvage investments in the fire-engulfed mall.
Immediately we got the distress call and we activated all the responders who have been here on time, promptly, especially the security agencies, forced to cordon off the place to avoid looting.
We have saved almost from here now. You can see all these places have been saved. They have saved. You can see what we brought out from the inside. They are there.
The Nigerian people helped. They came in here and they removed everything. And as you can see over there, they all dumped it over there. Yes? And they're still helping. In the late hours of Boxing Day, the FCT police, in an enforcement operation in the central area against illegal street car racers in Abuja, made arrests of 4 suspects as well as impounded 21 cars. The operation followed an order by the Commissioner of Police, Babaji Sunday, to DPOs and area commanders to commence full enforcement of the prohibition in their areas of responsibility. Beyond this, the Yuletide festivity in the Federal Capital Territory was relatively peaceful, without any reported case of breach of peace. My guest today is the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Nuruddin Sabo. He's the Area Commander, Metro, FCT Police Command. Area Commander, thank you for being part of this program this morning.
It's my pleasure. Good morning, viewers.
Now, let's look at it. Christmas celebration in the FCT has come and gone. But so far, so good. How would you x-ray the security situation of the territory throughout and even after now?
Area is generally relatively calm. And normally when we are about to enter any festivity, we normally do what we call operation order. that is planning of what will be done before, during, and after. So we capitalize on that deployment, and then we augment where we know that we have less people in a particular place. Our BOPADONs, they are there and 24/7, and motorized patrol is there, stop and search in the night in there. All this deployment aided us in timing the crime in the metropolitan and Abuja. And we thank God we celebrated the Xmas successfully without any major incidents.
Now, as the operational orders were made for this festive season, like you rightly mentioned,
yes,
there was also a pronouncement by the Commissioner of Police himself on the ban on use of fireworks, crackers, and what have you. What was the level of
compliance to that fireworks, which we usually experience during the Xmas and New Year? It has about 90% compliance. Okay. Because right from the month started, that is 1st of December, we start sensitizing the community, sensitizing the civil society, sensitizing members of the public to enlighten their children, especially because they are youth people, that they are children that are doing all these things. Yeah. That if they do that one, they normally intimidate or harass or even bring panic to the members of the public. So through this sensitization and then deployment we make, that one aided us a lot in timing those, in preventing those youths to be working with these fireworks and cracks and what have you. And there's about 90% compliance. We cannot say there's no incident of fireworks, but there is, but very, 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 very limited. Very, very limited.
Now, moving forward, the Christmas is over, the New Year is coming in. Of course, people who traveled will come back into the territory as soon as the New Year is over. Are there plans by the FCT Police and sister security agencies to sustain this peace that was enjoyed?
That the collaboration with sister agency to maintain peace in the FCT is there. It's a continued exercise before, during, and after the festivity, and we have been doing it. Okay. We normally collaborate with other sister agencies to do what we call show of force, patrolling major areas, major streets. That one will deter any evildoer. And then those people, we know that there are some residential areas where there's some of the residents there, they left for this festivity. We make deployment to avoid housebreak and theft. So this one will be sustained up to the until after the festivity. Yes, when people have come back to their houses, and by God's grace, they will not come back and see what they don't expect within their premises, because we have made deployment, adequate deployment to prevent that housebreak and theft in their residential areas.
Right. Well, don't forget the program is conversational. You have the platform to come in and make contributions on the program. As we speak, going forward, the phone lines and WhatsApp platform will be open for you to make your contributions on the programs. Now, Area Commander, moving forward, there is also the issue of the fire outbreak at the next Cash and Carry Mall in Jahi on Boxing Day, which generated initially stories of looting by hoodlums as the fire incident was happening. What is the true story?
The true story is all those social media is fake news. And 95% of the property of that place has been secured, has been salvaged. Those people...
Sorry, Commander, we'll have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Call the Police. Hello. Can you tell us where you're calling from, please? Your name and your location.
My name is Buba Adamu. I call from Gerti, Abuja.
All right, go ahead then.
My complaint, sometimes this hotline is police because nobody responds. Even we used to ask you, explain your name, from where you call it, that even explain to them, not any response. You can give it 30 minutes, like that's hotline, that's what hot me about them. Okay. That's the problem.
Is that all the contribution you have?
No, sometimes you see some people attack some people like this on the bridge sometimes. command, no response. He will be rope people, these people roll down, there's no anybody rescue them, there's not anything. You alone even bring them, will attack you. That's my complaint. Some of other bridges, most people, Kajos, area 1, upon the perspective, attack people in the night, even at some of the police, some of them don't care, don't take responsibility on that. That's my complaint. What them do about it? That's my complaint.
Thank you, Mr. Omar.
Thank you, Mr. Buba. We'll take note of that. It will not repeat itself, but you should call 112. 112 is the most emergency number. 112 will call our controller immediately and we will respond immediately. Call 112.
All right, we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, this is Call the Police. You tell us your name and the location you're calling from.
My name is from Central area, Malamawa.
That's where now?
Yeah, sorry?
That's Malamawa is where in the FCT?
No, Malamawa is part of my name. Jibril Suleiman Malamawa.
All right, so go ahead and make your contribution.
I want to thank the Nigerian police.
Okay.
Yes, because you bless them. They are trying.
All right.
They are trying because I'm just from Kano yesterday. I was on the road. They are trying. They are working hard. May God bless them.
All right, thank you for calling.
That is the only contribution I have.
Thank you. Yes, Area Commander, just before then, you were responding
yes,
to
about next cash and carry issue. Another call?
No, go ahead.
About next cash and carry, all those fake news that have been circulated, they are fake news. 95% of the property has been secured, has been kept in a secure place. All those people that you see pushing trolley, taking mattress and all those loads, they have been kept in a secured place. So we make arrest. About 3 young people tried to loot, but we arrested them immediately and we recover what they intend to store at that location. But 95% of the property has been secured, and even you can compare me from the management of that next cash and carry. The moment the information came to us that there is fair incident in Next Cash and Carry, yes, we responded immediately. And when we responded, we cordoned the area waiting for the fire service to come and do their work because police cannot quench fire. Our own is to cordon the place and then give covering fire to the fire service to do their work, which they did immediately. All fire service in this metropolitan contributed their people, their men to that scene. Even Julius Berger and NPC fire service, they are there.
All right. We have a WhatsApp message. It says, "It's a great thing you are doing. Please keep it up and assist when necessary. What is the police doing to help people who fall victim of fraud get refunds? Persons who defraud them are supposed to be tracked, arrested, and interrogated, even though people fall victim as a result of search for quick wealth."
Always it's greedy people that normally fall in this fraud. Okay. So, but if they fall victim, we will not say police will can fall our own and see those people be cheating people, innocent people just like that. Okay. We have, if it is through bank, they send the money, let them come and report. We will know what we will follow to get them arrested. Okay. Yes.
Now, still talking about the next Cash and Carry Mall.
Yes.
What is the security situation of that area now in the aftermath of
we have been patrolling. We even deploy some people to keep watch on it. Okay. In case some bad hoodlums will come and try to say they want to cut it away the property that has been salvaged and kept in secure place. We make deployment. We make a patrol, always patrolling the area. DPO Madbushi is 24/7 with his men guarding the place, pending when they go to a square place where they can evacuate the goods and take it to a square place.
All right. Operatives on the same Boxing Day now, operatives of the FCT Police Command, particularly the Central Police Station,
yes,
arrested 4 persons along the Muhammadu Buhari way, and as well impounded vehicles of yes, illegal street racers.
Yes.
Now, the question I want to ask is this. Why the sudden enforcement of this act when these a particular act has been something in existence for years in the FCT?
It has not been much like that. You will see sometimes before it was just 1 car, 2 car, and they didn't constitute a nuisance as of now. But now they will see them about 20 cars, 30 cars being combined in one place, and crowd people used to come and gather. In the course of that, they themselves they will cause harm to themselves. Because if they have an accident, they have fracture and what have you, and if they hit somebody, a spectator, an audience who come to watch how they are doing it, he may be hit by the vehicle, and it may result to fatal accident. That's what we call will lose his life. Yeah. And sometimes they cause injury to the federal government property. Maybe they will go and hit one of the structure of the federal government and damage it. All these things are is an offense if you committed it. So this thing, if we allowed it to continue like that, it will become something else. So that's why the commissioner of police make a sensitization first before making arrest. That those people, the parent of those people, they should want them to desist of doing this. The CP send a warning signal about 2-3 weeks before this incident, but these people continue to do it. So we have no other option than to arrest and then charge them to court for that offense which they committed.
All right. We have another WhatsApp message. This one says, "This is a good initiative by the police in the FCT. Please, they should try and check activities of scavengers within Garki, especially between Old Sahat stores and a hotel called Bolton White. The place is hideout for criminals." Okay. What is the police doing about the issue of scavengers?
Scavengers have been banned for long. For long, they have been banned in the night and the daytime, especially in the city center. Okay. And we have been making arrests and we have been charging them to court. And now, as he rightly pointed, a certain area that he used to see them will take action on them.
All right. Now, there's been this issue of the threats that street racers in the FCT constitute to the lives of residents.
Yes.
And even, like you rightly said, yes, critical national infrastructures.
Yes, yes.
What is the police doing to continuously carry out the sensitization one, and then again continue to enforce these laws?
We'll continue. These people normally do it during public holidays or weekend, and we'll continue and enforcing it, and we'll continue sensitizing them. Those ones that they can hear, they will hear, and they will desist. They have their parent. It's their parent vehicle they are using. Most of them, the one we impounded, about 20, if you find out, they are not the owners of it, but their parent is the owners of those vehicles. So if their parent talk to them, they talk to them, they will hear. If they refuse to hear, then we'll arrest them and we'll do the necessary thing. We'll charge them to court. It's left to judge to decide on them.
Now, another message is coming in. Says residents of FCT are complaining about theft by scavengers. So I would like to know if you are aware and what you are doing about it.
We are aware. That is why we are arresting them. These scavengers, you will see them pretending as if they are taking something in dustbin, but they are peeping into the people's houses. Whenever they saw any loopholes, they will enter and carry something very important, not the one that has been thrown into the dustbin. So that is why we are arresting them. They are always using this container, pretending that they are taking something from dustbin, while they are making surveillance. Maybe in the night they will come and enter, or even in the daytime, if there is no people in the house, they can come and enter. So that is why we are arresting them. And when we arrest them, we charge them to court.
No, there is also been complaints about the Masalachi Junction, that's between the NNPC towers and the bridge connecting to Wuse.
To Wuse, that's Arewa Bridge.
Yowa.
Okay.
There's been this complaint about people taking refuge in the shrubs under that bridge and then to attack innocent commuters at that junction who come to board vehicles. What has the police done in recent time to assuage the situation?
That one, we are now talking to development control, because they are the one to come and cut those bushy area. Normally when the grass grow off, we normally contact the development and control to come and cut the grasses there where they normally enter and hide. Just of recent, we make arrests in that location. And we are advising members of the public, they should not be staying in a lonely place, especially if somebody is alone. It's very dangerous. So you yourself, you have to be security conscious. You have to protect yourself before you protect anybody. And you will not imagine that all police will be everywhere, to square everywhere for you to move freely. You have to do your own. Any place that you know is deserted, especially in the dark area, you avoid that place.
Now, another message just came in, said police in some parts of the FCT, the city center now, yes, block roads, and then they'll be asking people for money, anything from 9 p.m. while on stop and search operations.
Our stop and search is not for collecting money. If you see that they block road, there's an information that a vehicle was snatched or a vehicle was removed where fact. So that one, we will radio them that they should block the road to be searching that particular vehicle that has been snatched or the particular vehicle that has been removed. So it's only that time our people used to block road. But if not, they will just stand by the roadside and be watching and be watching. And sometimes randomly they make stop and search, because in the course of that stop and search, we recover so many arms. We recover pistol, we recover farm action, we recover weapons that these people are conveying to another location to go and break people in people's house or to rob. So that is the essence of doing it late in the night. Two things: either vehicle has been snatched or there's an information and that a vehicle is being suspected to be carrying incriminating items. That one road and this checking point must be blocked to search for that particular vehicle.
Now, going forward, what is the command stand? Of course, the year is ending.
Yes.
It will be assumed that the activities for the year would have been wound down, yes, and then plans will be made for the new, yes, incoming year.
Yes.
Moving forward, yes, what strategies does the FCT Police Command have in place, of course, to ensure that the seamless festivities we have this year is extended to the coming year?
We are working on the same deployment we did that we celebrated this Xmas, and the one we have been working to celebrate New Year by God's grace. And if there's any need of changing or augment or adding, we'll do that one immediately. But we are sustaining with the deployment because we are comfortable with this deployment we are having because we succeeded. So we will maintain it up to the next year. Then when we enter next year, you know, crime is dynamic. If it change, we will change.
Now, finally, what's security tips as we go into the new year? Like you said, the dynamics will come up, and yes, of course you can't rule that out.
Yes.
What security tips do you have for FCT residents as we enter into the new year on the need to make self-help efforts to secure themselves?
If you see something, say something, and you have to be security conscious of yourself. Anything you see and a suspected movement that you are not compatible with it, raise alarm. Get our control room, call that emergency number 112, we'll respond immediately. And if you are leaving your house, make sure you secure all your entry and exit point and go. And if you are in the night, make sure that all the light that is at the rear, at your front, be eliminated. Eliminate your surroundings. That one will deter any evildoer to attempt to enter your house and break your house and take something. So be security conscious. Contribute your own. We will do our own, and God will complement our effort.
Sorry, while you were giving the security tips, a message came in.
Yes.
And it says, stop and search police officers on Gwagwalada Zuba constantly collect money from motorists. How will this be stopped, and what will you suggest to the motorists?
That one action has been taken. The commissioner has sent a team, what he called crack squad, and arrest has been made along those acts. If now we have even changed those teams that are normally on that, and we observed that we receive a complaint that is a complaint of extortion, so they have been totally changed. It's a new brand team that are